There you go. There was a loud noise below. My paper. So I wonder if that actually cleared up the mess, and if so, why didn't they do that before when they were fixing up this place? If this is really like a base that they use, why didn't they take care of it? Yeah, we're good to go now. I feel like we might be getting towards the end of this area. So this whole place is just overrun, and there's literally fuck all that they can do about it, is basically what I took away from it. Triangle's a good combo. I don't know if I like Rising. No, Rising Moon is good. Can I use that? No, I don't know. I feel like you can get away with spamming Searing Edge. Maybe I should just have Megasonic. Does Megasonic Thrust ×4 even work? Yeah, I'm not using Twin Whip there. I want to spin. Yeah, let's put that there. Let's try the square combo again. Foot. I'll mess around and try it. Yeah, that third move is a starter. It's not really an ender. I feel like it is, because I think it's too quick based on where it is. So this needs to become Gouging Spin. This needs to become Tearing Thorn. And this needs to become Slicing Foot. Let's try this. Yeah, see how much nicer that one is? Still got it. Yeah, so Slicing Foot is a good starter because it's a very quick. Its problem is I think it's too fast later on in the combo.
How do you plan to stop the battleship?
It's equipped with large cannons. The plan is to use their gun
You
against them.
I'm surprised that did not kill him. Oh wow, someone took the kill from me.
Come on, really?
Yeah, I should probably play it safer. I could get away with that at the start, but I think I need to chill out. Try to stun someone first.
An Exorcist Praetor?
The docks are up ahead. Like it or not, we're coming through.
Hey, wait! Are you intruders? I suppose it doesn't matter. I will cut down any who consort with demons. Face the fury of the Rangetsu sword style.
Huh?
Stand aside, Aizen.
No, you stay back. I'll take care of this one.
Sorry. This prey is mine.
So is he gonna get his R2?
Get in my way and I'll kill you too.
You mocking the Reaper.
Ooh. And he's dead. Okay. That didn't even get remotely close. Yeah, that combo is not actually that good. It doesn't finish properly. Yeah, Twin Whip, because it kicks them left. I don't think I have anything that combos it left. Unless I were to combo it to the... what? No, this is right. So yeah, that would actually be better suited, followed by what is it, Tearing Thorn. So I'd rather just remove it. Let's try Swallow Dance. Oh no, it opens with it. Maybe Slicing Foot, but no, it'll be too. They have to be straight. Yeah, no, well, yeah, and I can't double up. That's the problem. I can't double up moves because they lose potency. I mean, there's not really much else to put. Hit some really bad. Oh, he died. We absolutely murdered him.
We're running out of time. You folks handle the ship.
Careful, Rokuro. He's...
I know. He's holding back.
Let's go.
Where did you learn the Rangetsu style?
I studied directly under the Legate Shigure of the Abbey.
Lies. He'd never take on a student. Let me guess. He taught you a few things one time when he was super bored, and then crushed you with them.
Okay. Allows the ability to add 2 random skills to equipment on normal mode, or I press the fucking R button.
Is it done, Aizen?
We're set. It also serves as a good signal for the Von Eltia.
Well, that was about the saddest practice I've ever had. But at least I learned where he is. Yo!
No, I thought it was
the
someone
Abbey's
else
my
for a
gold now,
second.
too. Now I can do what I have to do and repay my debt at the same time.
Yeah, he
Is that
murdered
your
him.
doing?
What? Is there a problem?
No.
A fine companion for the Reaper.
Everything's ready. Let's get our gate on.
Ah, his body's gone.
Between your sword style and that giant blade you shoulder, I wonder if you've got Rangetsu blood in you.
I do. What of it?
Have you heard the name Kushiyamada? I hear they're smiths with some connection to House Rangetsu.
Yeah, they're a distant relation. A clan of kitchen knife makers. Why? Are you interested in cooking?
No, I just heard they were fine blades. Thought one would make a good gift.
Don't. Kushiyamada knives are cursed.
Hmm?
The blades themselves are excellent, but they give whoever holds one the urge to strike out at anyone and everyone. I've heard they use the blood of women they love in making their blades, but the truth is a mystery. The clan died out after they all turned on each other. The blades were all supposed to be melted down into slag.
I suppose that's why talk of them is hard to come by these days.
Such is the fate of House Rangetsu. Or maybe it's just in our blood.
Sounds like there's even more to your clan than the rumors say.
Better than there being less, I suppose.
Alright. I wonder if that guy from up above with the, I wonder if he's gonna disappear. The guy that Aizen broke his finger off. Well, not off, but he broke it, like, just flat out. And then decked him, too. That's just double fuck you. Just completely ruined his existence, why don't you? Just shit all over his day. All they did was just tilt the ship. They barely even did anything to it. Yeah, I feel like I should save. I feel like now is a good time. Because probably I go through here, there's probably some ridiculous boss on the other side. I'm actually going to need to somewhat strategize. Figure out what combos. I think the most of this game is just going to be figuring out what combos are really good. Have all-rounded combos, or just combos that are designed to prevent people from moving. And once you can do that, you'll be more or less set.
It's open.
What was that?
It's the Von Eltia telling us they're approaching.
Hurry!
All right. We'll pop the gate open for her. Quickly.
All right. Quickly.
Slowly. By quickly, they mean there's a whole slew of monsters to step by.
You're fighting the Reaper.
He didn't even appear on my screen. He just drew me into battle, though. I'm fine with it.
I'll cut down anyone in my way!
That is actually a rather slow combo. I mean, it works, so it's not too terrible. What day is it today? Oh wow, today's Tuesday. Certainly does not feel like it. Yep, the usual.
So, this opens the gate.
One side, yes. The gate has 2 giant doors side by side, with matching levers to open each.
Makes sense.
Alright, pull it. Enough talking about it, just do it.
All right.
I don't care how it works, just open it. She has this really, like, uninterested look. There you go. And I know it's part of her character, you know, it's not like it's laziness, but it's pretty just different. I don't care how it works, I just care that it opens the gate.
And it's open.
Let's meet up with the Von Eltia. Back to the docks.
Are they gonna jump from here?
I can't let you do that. This is my...
He becomes a wall demon. I thought they told you to keep that shit in your backpack. What is it? Getting 3 break gauge levels will unleash an ultimate and also provide 1 soul. In addition, defeating an enemy with a mystic art will increase item drop rates. So I'll be during a combo to activate a mystic art. There you go. I like how it's still playing Lethal Pain in the background. Mystic arts can be used to devastate with 3 or more BG. These arts ignore the combo limit, are useful in extending combos once you have reached the maximum. They also grant a soul upon use. Being a foe of Mystic art greatly increases. Oh, so you learned them very early on. You just need 3 or more BG. That's it. Okay. Oh wow. Well.
I call this an improvement.
The compass.
That stagger is real something when you can't do anything. Yeah, he basically blocks everything, doesn't he? Well, because I sacked a soul that I thought I could get it back quickly, but apparently he just guards everything. so I'm not exactly doing too well in that aspect. Kind of feeling something like that was coming. Does he know any healing arts? Yeah, he does. So then what's the strategy for this game? Interfere with enemy arts. Engage at range. Oh wow, a game where you can actually tell people to go back. I think he's fine balanced. I just wasn't sure if he had healing. Ow. That did like no healing. Oh, I'm dead. I literally almost got comboed from full, or well, not full, just into oblivion. Just because he guards so much. Like, we're basically chipping him to death. We're not really even fighting him. There we go. He has no health. Uh-oh. I have to go near it to get the compass.
The docks are swarming with demons. The Von Eltia will be overrun. Rats, we don't have long.
Eisen, can you signal for them to go through without stopping?
That'd keep them safe. But what about us?
We'll jump down onto it as it goes past. Is there another option? Eisen, give some kind of sign.
There's no need. The Von Eltia will sail through.
Without an order?
It was part of my plan. Welcome to the Ifried Way.
He turns and smiles. This plan is magnificent.
It's coming at full speed!
Let's get a move on then.
Do none of them realize that number 2 is just not with them at all?
Will this really work?
Do you want the Reaper's reassurance?
Like, they just don't care. Like, not at all.
Wait, what are you?
Surprise, bitches! I'm not dead. Told you I gotta do my duty. What the hell? What even hit him?
Don't scare me like that.
I'm sorry. Yes! Nailed it!
Oh boy.
You're lucky Mommy lives around.
Let's go.
Very nice. Form 0, Sunder. Perfect Mayhem. Oh, he learns Flash Step. Oh boy. I wonder if it actually is the typical... the teleport. Ability to trigger a random skill that increases the amount of BG gained when using Break Souls. Filling this gauge allows characters to unleash their hidden potential to perform Mystic Arts. A character that has learned a Mystic Art can perform by holding L2 at 3 or more. This can extend a combo past its ordinary limit. Performing Break Souls is the best method of restoring BG. So yeah, once you get the souls rolling, it probably becomes a really much easier. The amount of BG a character receives at the beginning of combat is directly proportional to the total number of stars between all that So basically, spam arts. Spam arts, you earn more BG from the start. It's proportional. So literally make a combo so you can button mash through it.
Nicely done!
You're not going to thank your savior for her crafty cannonballing?
Are you nuts? I told you to stay away from the cannons, not bang on them.
But it was fun! And everything worked out, right? I'm sorry.
If it's that important to you, keep it safe. You wouldn't want to lose it again.
Give it. I need to set a course. Fine. You read it for me then.
Yeah.
But listen, kid. Give me one false reading and you're shark bait.
Better work hard.
What's Laffy said?
It's a name. Your name.
My name? Laffy said.
It's a fine name.
Well, it's no Magilou.
We're through the channel. Give us a course, Laffy.
Aye, aye, sir. We're headed straight for Logris.
Alright. And so they sailed onward. I wonder if you'll be able to freely sail around places. I think that might be part of the game, I forget.
Now this is refreshing. Sailing into port like normal people.
Well done, boy. The sharks are gonna go hungry tonight. Yes, I'm glad.
I'm glad they starved
This
and
won't
died.
be a problem. Docking a pirate ship here?
So, how were the northern seas, Eisen?
He's a celebrity.
Are in ruins. Trade with Northgand will likely be disrupted for quite some time.
Well, I like the sound of that. I'll have to act quickly.
Any word of the captain?
Aye. It's an old rumor. But they say Captain Eifried was sent to Titania.
The island prison overseen by the exorcists, huh? We'll have to look into that.
I registered your vessel as one of our merchantmen, same as always. But even so, stay on guard. There's a grand ceremony being held in Logris. Lots of watchful eyes about.
I see. So they exchange information for mooring.
Information. For mooring?
Having the latest news gives merchants a chance to make favorable trades.
Yeah, it's insider trading,
So
basically.
it's worth protecting a pirate.
I bet Eisen and his crew have connections like this in nearly every port.
Not even the Abbey's iron decrees can withstand the force known as human greed. I see.
Don't bother going to Titania. You won't find Eifried there.
And how do you know that?
Because I escaped from there. And before I did, I heard something from the prisoners. They said Eifried was the only prisoner to ever get out alive. And that he was taken by an old exorcist named Melchior.
Lord Melchior
Yeah, that was a
is
long
an elder
time
legate
ago.
at the Abbey.
He should always be present at the headquarters.
Don't call
So
him.
everyone's goals are coordinating towards the
Von Eifrid's our
Abbey.
captain. It's starting to look like his disappearance has connections with the highest levels of the Abbey.
Their headquarters should be in the capital, right?
Yes, at the Royal Villa in Logres. I've never been there, though.
And Velvet, your business is with a man in the capital.
Everyone's
right?
going to the
Looks
capital.
like we're all headed to the same place.
I won't apologize for involving you.
Usually I'm the one who says that.
Yeah,
By the
debilitator.
way, there's the little matter of your ship. My men brought her through the gate as well. We're going
Oh,
to
really?
use her as a scouting vessel.
Do what you want. We stole it in the first place.
A scouting vessel.
I've assigned Benwick to her. He'll give you the details.
Is he back here? Yeah. I want to see what this is about.
Eisen told us to come see you. What's all this about a scouting ship?
Maybe I could use it to
We're
get
going to
resources
explore
or
the
something.
outer seas. Oh, let me explain. Beyond the reaches of our kingdom lie vast, open oceans we call the outer seas.
And you're going to explore them? What for?
To make a map of the whole world, of course.
A map of the whole world.
That's right. Eifrid's pirates have many ambitions, one of which is the creation of a complete map describing the whole world. In fact, the Von Eltias already sailed all the way to the far continent for that very reason.
That's amazing.
You guys sure dream big.
I still don't
Can't
know
remember
it.
if they ever succeed or
Me
not.
neither. A map of a bunch of places nobody cares about? Big deal.
Well, regardless, if we're going to find anything in the vast waters, we'll need a lot of luck. We'd like to borrow some of yours.
And just how do you plan on doing that?
I want you to use your gut instincts to tell us where to look. In exchange, the Von Eltia will be at your service. And you can keep anything we find in our explorations.
Sure, who
You'll
cares?
be able to assign
It's not my
us
ship
orders
anyway.
From any location. By using a kind of messenger bird called a sylph jay.
Who knows? We might even come across some good treasure. Or maybe some rare food. Or brand new recipes.
That's a lot of treasure you could find.
Doesn't sound bad to me. It won't take much of our time, and besides, it could be interesting.
You're right. Okay, as long as I'm not responsible for how things turn out, I guess I can help.
All right, then I'll tell you what you need to know.
Okay, expedition has now been added. You can now send your scout ship on voyages to explore the outer seas. You can initiate these expeditions via the dispatch command. Okay, the usual explorable areas are determined by your current exploration level. Select the Lehman Sea. Screen will just it's your typical kind of mission mode.
Scout ship setting sail.
That's pretty cool. Oh, was it 5 seconds this time? Yeah, it's nothing much.
Take
There
a
you
look
go.
at this.
Soy sauce and dried fish. They'll face 3 battles. The number of victories will determine the items and experience received. You can also recover new areas. This has been in like a lot of games at this point, but it's pretty interesting to see how they implement it here. Alright, send her out. This time, of course, it's the normal speed, yeah. So, 30 minutes.
So now we just wait for news.
Who knows what we'll find? A sunken ship full of treasure, maybe?
Underwater ruins? Desert islands?
It's like Assassin's
Shipping
Creed,
lanes,
Mass
perhaps.
Effect, they all have
Some
something
fish
like
would be
this.
enough for me. Especially if they sell well.
My thoughts exactly. Tuna or yellowtail or sturgeon.
That's pretty cool. That's something that I think a lot of games are doing now because it adds something more to just basically playing the game, which is pretty cool. No, I do not want to do anything. Tails coins. Oh, Mini Ludger. Mini Marta. Marta. Who is Marta? Why do I not remember who Marta is? I know Martel. I don't know who Marta is. Danger Jr. is Yuri, if I remember correctly. You get elf ears. Mini Marta. I can't remember. I know that's bad on me. I want to say that's...
Then why not just
I
set
don't
sail?
know.
Not going to happen. The Abbey hasn't given us permission yet.
And we would need their permission. Why?
The kingdom keeps a strict watch on harbors and sea routes. It's like they've erected walls and gates in the sea.
Aha. Midgand is spread across a number of islands. The sea is the only way to get from one place to another. If they can control the ships, they can control
Marx
the
is
flow
from
of
the
goods
Symphonia
and
sequel.
even information.
Exactly. They even created that fortress, Vortigern, to help them do just that.
It's restrictive, but it's also necessary. Demons are out at sea too, and exorcists are the only ones who can stand against them.
Even still, it rubs me the wrong way. A sea dog obeys nothing but the winds and the waves.
I really ought to, I gotta do a playthrough on that. I really did kind of rush through it a bit. I mean, I still have the HD collection, I just never played it. I never played that or 10-2, so I might end up doing both of them. A blast from the past. I probably won't do it till next year, to be honest, because I already have so many RPGs to play. I'm kind of getting the sense that I won't really play it until next year. Not to mention there's Xenoblade 2 this year as well, I think. So, that'll probably be next
Crabs
year,
are amazing, right?
summer.
Oh yeah! They're delicious, boiled or grilled. Even their innards are yummy. And 5 sets of legs. That's so many! That's all true.
That's right.
But what really
Overfish
makes them
the
amazing
crabs.
is their miraculous ability to regenerate.
Oh, what a
They
nerd.
Attach their own legs when a predator
But yeah,
attacks,
this is pretty
which
cool.
lets them get away.
It's called autotomy.
And then, not long after they detach their leg, a new one grows from the stump. Really? So you're saying we need to catch lots of crabs, then scare them so they detach their own legs? That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can harvest as much as we like. No one's thought of this before. We're geniuses.
Huh. I never knew that. I thought only lizards could regrow a lost body part, and only their tails.
Lizards. Do you think Dial's tail can grow back?
We
Aww.
can make a killing by selling dial tails.
Would they be tasty?
No idea.
Ugh. No way.
Right under the bus. I like how it's just a joke that they violently dismembered him. We got some Dead Space style cutting out.
Have you heard? Marcus and his pirates were taken out by the Royal Navy.
So, they even got Marcus's crew now.
Of the 4 pirate kings who terrorized Midgand, only Ifrid and his crew remain.
Aren't the seas still swarming with pirates?
Only small fry that rob small civilian ships on the sly. But the only pirates left that can pick a fight with the Royal Navy and win are Ifrid and his crew.
In other words, the only ship left that's truly free is the Von Eltia.
For a merchant, you really seem to like these pirates.
He may be crooked, but money's not all he's after. If profit was his only desire, he could have made more by selling us out.
But that'd be too boring, don't you think? The fun's in making a killing by breaking the rules.
You're a funny guy.
And that's why Ifrid goes through him whenever we need to dock here.
Well, I can't say I've ever met a human like him.
That's pretty cool. Now all this is voice acted. Alright. Just out this way. Yeah, I think Marta was from Symphonia. Oh, so does that mean in my Xillia 2 playthrough I didn't get all the shit? Really? Fuck, I thought I got all the cool stuff because I played so many Tales games before on it. Whatever. I thought I did. I guess I should have done that playthrough sooner. Well, hindsight is 50-50, you know what I mean? Until you rest? What? Or flee. Oh, from weak enemies. Okay. Some life bottles. This is 1 point better, and even then not by much. Yeah, like no, I don't think I need to upgrade right away. I think this is the kind of game Or you almost want to hold off on upgrading a bit. This is almost a complete upgrade for him. This is basically a straight buff for almost everyone. Just defense slightly down. Well, this is good for Velvet. She's okay. I see how the purchasing works now. Do I need to protect him? Time you can't use items reduced by... Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'll buy it for him because he already mastered that skill. Okay, I don't want to buy anything else.
Sir, scouts have reported seeing a powerful demon. Its danger level has been classified as Code Red.
Understood. I'll notify the Abbey we have a Code Red demon in our midst. Send out an emergency alert to the neighboring areas.
Right!
With wild demons this close to the capital, the Abbey must have had its hands full.
Eisen, what did he mean by a Code Red demon?
It's like a most wanted list for demons. From the latest I've heard, there's around 10 such demons across the territories.
Oh, they sound pretty tough.
That would be putting it lightly. Suffice it to say, you wouldn't want to face one unprepared.
Then we'd best be prepared.
Let's get going. While we're wasting time here, the Abbey is digging in.
Okay, we found roaming the territories. Yeah, so it's basically like supercharged monsters.
I heard an exorcist legate named Melchior took him away. I don't know anything beyond that.
Neither do I. What about you, Magilu?
Word is he was taken away about a year ago. Caused quite a stir, if I remember right. Everything about him was kept a tight secret. No one even knew what cell he was in.
Ifrit is an ordinary human, right?
Yeah. He doesn't have the abilities of an exorcist. And he isn't a demon either.
Weird. I mean, if they were just trying to bust up his gang, why capture him but leave the crew free?
If not his gang, what business does the Abbey have with him then?
We've cast our nets wide and can't come up with any explanation. We'll free him, though. His place is on the sea with us.
And you're convinced he's still alive?
They wouldn't have any problems killing a pirate who caused them trouble.
If the Abbey took him alive and for questioning, it means he has something they really want.
But he isn't the type to change his ways or bend his knee on anyone's orders.
Oh, I hope so.
He holds his own tiller.
Precisely.
I'd feel bad for you if that wasn't the case. If you initiate a battle by making contact with an enemy on the field from behind, you'll begin with 1 extra soul, and they start with less. You'll have the... Oh, okay. So there is... It's back encounters. Perilous encounter. 2 or more enemies at the same time. Enemy levels increase. HP restoration is reduced to 1/4. Fleeing takes 4 times as long. Enemy reinforcements will join. Enemies will attack more frequently. Holy shit!
Why did you come back to us?
I could tell you all missed me something awful.
We didn't. At all.
And what about your search for this traitor?
He slipped away yet again. I've no clue where he ran off to.
You're a witch. Can't you use a spell or something?
My spellcraft works kind of like a 3-legged race. It simply requires my backstabbing, slippery accomplice.
Like a con artist needs an accomplice.
I am not a con artist!
I'm not going to help you find your traitor, you know.
How cold! Such an icy stare could freeze fire!
You don't have anyone else?
Well, no.
Do you have a home to return to?
Nope.
Do you know
So
a
you're
trade
just
other than
nothing.
magic?
You don't do anything, do you?
What is it, Laphicet?
Magilu's story made my chest feel funny. And my nose is running.
The witch has no friends, no home, and no purpose. I think what you're feeling is pity.
Pity?
It's when you feel sorrow for someone else.
Yeah, you're feeling sorry
pity
for her.
Magilu.
Oh, come on!
She is absolutely nothing. She doesn't even... She's not even playable. What does she even do? She just watches us basically save her all the time. Sounds magnificent. I feel like this is a remixed version of the Zestiria theme. I can't even remember that game. Like, that's how boring that playthrough was at some points. Like, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't even... I wouldn't even say it's like Andromeda levels of boring. It was just, like, nothing. Yeah, that's for him. Like, it wasn't the worst RPG I've ever played for the channel. Not even by a long shot. It just had nothing really that unique. It was just a spam fest, but with shittier mechanics, basically. At the very least, what they could have done was make it more like Grace's. I just feel like when in doubt, you can just make something like Grace's. Very cut and dry, very simple,
Those
very
walls.
straightforward.
They're so huge.
That's Logris, the capital of the Empire. They keep demons out by enclosing the city within a great wall.
Humanity has achieved great things on the backs of slave Malakim.
Why the surprise, Laphicet? You've been here before, right?
I have. But back then, I was not who I am now.
I see. Tethered Malakim aren't even allowed the freedom to observe their surroundings.
We'll soon lose such freedom ourselves.
Huh?
We've reached the heart of the Empire, and of the Abbey. Soldiers and exorcists are stationed all around. This is no place for a collection of villains like us.
I'm not looking for a place. All I need to find is Artorias. That's it.
Yeah, and what do you think? He's gonna be hidden behind so many people.
I'll finish this.
What kind of noise was that? Oh, these are monkeys, okay. That honestly scared me a little bit. Use it immediately. Oh, he's dead. Oh wow, he survived with no HP.
Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem. You want some next? No escape.
Crush. Like a comic book, right in the background.
Come on, really?
That's my collector. Okay. Specialized for fighting. Oh, this is for her. Its character gains a number of BG. Yeah, we know this. This provides incentive to. That's basically why they used it. Recover upwards of 1 BG every battle. Double BG restoration or nullify it, depending on back and front encounters. Like, how do you even get a back encounter? I'm serious. I really wonder.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly.
So, what's the hold up here? They have a massive checkpoint.
They won't inspect everyone. Just act natural.
Do these people look natural to you?
I know.
Oh, they got in perfectly fine. Wow.
Show me your documentation. Well, your travel permit from the Abbey, where is it?
Foolish girl, how many times have I told you? A magician's apprentice must wear a pleasant grin.
A magician?
Verily, I present to you the traveling troupe of mischievous misfits known across the land as Magilou's Menagerie.
Entertainment for the ceremony?
Why, yes, indeed we are, my dear. Please pardon my uncouth apprentice.
You're gonna die for hitting her, you know that,
Allay the
right?
good man's fears and show him the dove trick you've spent all these weeks on. Go to.
Huh? Oh, sorry, mistress. I forgot to prepare.
You pathetic little shirker! A proper performer is perpetually prepared!
It's fine. Doves flying around would be a nuisance.
No, this will not do. If you cannot summon a dove, then act like one. Act like a dove.
Cool.
Wow, I'm so convinced. There we go.
Remember, Magilou's menagerie manufactures mirth. That was just a small sample for the good citizenry of Logris.
Hey, you can't advertise here! Move along!
As you say.
Now, with that out the way.
That was a fine ploy, Magilou.
Well, don't expect tricks like that every day. Coo. Oh, that murderous gaze! Coo.
Those doves were amazing.
Just a crude trick. If anything, it just shows the capital's defenses are pathetic.
More like it shows how much confidence they have in those defenses. How many soldiers are here, Laphicet?
The number of exorcists in the capital? At least 1,000. And 2 divisions of guards.
I'd expect no less from the capital. They're not careless. They're covered.
We need transit documents.
See how the citizens smile? To think they were fleeing from demons just a few years ago.
To hold an observance of this scale shows just how much peace their power has brought.
The peace paid for with Laffy's.
Velvet?
Damn, she immediately broke down. Oh, perfectly fine. The Jewel of the Empire. Well, they basically literally just let us walk in. I thought they were supposed to send word to look out for a woman in black.
The Abbey's job
Yeah, they're not very good. I think we can really all associate that.
Let's backtrack a bit. Just what sort of organization is this Abbey?
You're kidding me. How do you not even know that?
The Abbey is part of Midgand's Church of the Empyreans. Originally, it was an order of paladins and warrior priests devoted to exorcising evil.
Yeah. The Abbey's official name is the Exorcist Abbey of the Church of Midgand. Nowadays, its members are all called exorcists.
I'm impressed. You've done your research.
So basically, they're just one branch of the church, right? But for a side branch, they don't really strike me as humble.
Of course not. The High Priest entrusted all his power to the Abbey's leader, Lord Artorius.
And this was a good idea somehow.
So the Abbey's leader is at the top of the entire church.
That's not all. The prince also gave Lord Artorius authority over all military and government affairs during the crisis.
Lord Artorius commands Midgand now, and has formed a new theocracy to combat the demon blight.
And that is the origin of the Holy Midgand Empire. The Abbey is its foundation, and its ray of hope.
Okay, got it. The Abbey's a big deal.
This is pretty cool. I imagine that there's a lot of, like, different things you can tie between this game and Zestiria. Like, I really do believe that. Like, exorcists are probably just shepherds, just known by a different name. Maybe, like, language differences or something changes it later.
What happened to the king?
The king is in good health, but he's decided to withdraw from public life and leave the kingdom to Prince Percival. He declared that a new way of thinking was needed to save the world from this crisis.
This king sounds like quite the guy.
Prince Percival is incredible too. He's following in the footsteps of the king by working hand in hand with Lord Artorius and the Abbey.
And this was a good idea somehow.
As we have Lord Artorius and Prince Percival, the future of Midgand is bright. Ask anyone.
Got it. So all of Midgand is on Artorius' side.
I don't know this at the time of me playing this, but I wonder what the dev cycle for this game was. Like, did they know they were going to make this game off of Zestiria? Did they know that Zestiria was going to do as weirdly as it did internationally? Because I really feel like I would have enjoyed this a bit more if they were like consecutive releases, I feel that if Zestiria came out in 2015 and this came out 2016, and Zestiria was a little bit better of a game, I would enjoy it a little more because my memory isn't perfect. So like I probably will not get all the connections. So, you know, someone 3 years from now is going to leave a comment and tell me I'm stupid for not getting something obvious.
The Exorcists
which
are
is
coming
fair
too,
enough,
right?
but, you know.
I'm sure they will, dear. People are saying
I didn't
it's
play
going to
much
be a very
Zestiria
important
and,
announcement about
you know,
the Abbey.
I mean,
I
I
want to
beat
see
it,
the
but,
Exorcists.
whatever.
We need to thank them for saving us from the demons. You're right. We all have to show them our gratitude and help them however we can.
Yeah, I'll follow the rules too. I won't be selfish.
They sure are popular.
Because these people don't know the truth.
You think that's so? That the Exorcists are fighting the demons they themselves cannot. That's why the people support the Exorcists.
Yeah, it's basically... I get the feeling that, I mean, it's kind of a little bit obvious because I played it, but that's what they're trying to go for, is that, yeah, so we already know that the Exorcist Order is going to go into complete decline by the end of this game. They're going to be done. They're going to be completely finito. Or possibly later on, who knows. But we know they collapse, basically, by the time that Saray is around. Because there's only one at any given time. So the Order collapses.
The Royals sure have these folks in line.
Subjects, may I have your attention? It is I, Percival Asgard, Crown Prince of the Midgard Empire. His Majesty, my father, and I are pleased to celebrate with you on this auspicious day.
What?
It'd be impossible to slip.
Oh, okay. They're having a lot of fun,
After
aren't they?
the opening, 10 years ago, our kingdom faced an existential threat, both from demons and the terrible spread of demon blight. However, one man raised a miraculous sword and stood so that the body and soul of the land
Over there.
would not be
You can
lost.
climb up if you want, but attacking now would
And
be
the
suicide.
name of that man was Artorius Colbrand. None here, I trust, are unfamiliar with Artorius' noble act.
This is just
To bring us
completely
salvation
pissing her
from
off.
Demons, he sacrificed everything.
But he's a murderer.
He called Lord Inominat, one of the 5 Imperiums, and blessed us with the strength of the Malachim.
But he's a murderer!
Velvet!
He serves as a shining beacon of reason in this world of turmoil. And reason is what binds us.
But you killed him. You took everything that I loved!
So raise your voices in praise to Artorius'
Nobody
devoted
sees
work.
this, by the way.
To
You
the
just
Savior,
accept that.
He purifies evil and guides our flock. Let us call him our shepherd.
Yeah, shepherds. There we go. So that's the reason why they use the phrase shepherd later. They all become Mass Effect fans. There he is. Commander Shepard himself. Oh no, he's introducing him. Never mind. There he is, Commander Shepard. That's pretty cool to learn all this. It adds more to Zestiria. It improves it, I feel.
Even though the world was filled with suffering, I had to ask something tremendous of you all. I entrusted you to endure the pains of reason. I asked you to bind yourselves with shackles of your own will. For the only blade that can expel calamity is one forged from unshaking reason, and the iron will to do what must be done. And now that very blade stands ready before all of us today. I offer my body and my life in service to the people of this great land. With the blessings of the Empyrean Innominat, I will guide you, to a world without calamity. And this world's suffering will be nothing but a distant memory!
No.
But you're the one who murdered.
Fool, they'll see us.
You're the one who killed Laphicet.
What?
She really is gripping her hand so hard it is bleeding.
The shepherd.
I do not know a lot of characters who have ever actually been able to do that.
Oh, and here I was hoping you'd just straight up pounce on him.
That would be certain death. No. I need a sword of reason and will. That's the only thing that can kill him.
Killing Lord Artorias.
Playing it safe? Boring! Regrettably, it is at this juncture we go our separate ways.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore.
No one's stopping you.
Goodbye.
No one even wants you here.
May your days be fruitful and your nights tormented.
If our enemy's calling himself a shepherd, he won't be going into hiding. Let's take this slowly.
The old man behind him. Melchior, I take it?
Yeah.
I feel like Melchior is also a name that's been thrown around.
If we know what they're planning, we can find a weakness.
They're the most powerful men in the land. If we're going to look into them, we need a lead first.
Eisen, do you have any underworld contacts in the capital itself? Like your friend at the port?
I don't go inland much, I'm afraid. But Eifried has close ties to a shadow guild. A tavern in the city, run by an old man called Baskerville. Serves as a front for them.
A shadow guild? Those sorts of things actually exist?
That settles it. Let's head to that tavern. They'll have food, I'm sure.
Why not?
That is pretty cool. To see them actively use something like the Shepherd again, that's pretty cool.
The Exorcists sure were out in full force to see the Shepherd's inauguration, weren't they?
What about that guy you're after? Was he there?
What, and have to stand around looking all proper? Nah, that's not his style.
But I thought he was one of the top exorcists.
That wouldn't matter to him.
Huh. Alright.
Actually, Velvet, speaking of the Shepherd, I noticed he wasn't using his right arm. Was he hurt or something?
Yeah. He was badly wounded a long time ago. He lost the use of his sword arm.
That's what I figured.
But don't get the wrong idea. He's still a master swordsman with his left arm.
I can tell that from the way he moves. His movements are steady and measured, and his chi is centered below his navel.
Huh? Why does that matter?
Some people say that all the body's spiritual energy gathers in a place about 2 finger widths below the navel.
Even when he appears to be in a state of total peace, his guard is never down. He's a formidable adversary. And I think I know why my target has placed himself at Artorias' side. Because now I want to take Artorias down too.
Told you. Bro from start to finish. Oh, the expedition's done. Whoops.
Take a look at this.
Lose, win, lose.
This recipe looks real tasty.
We're probably gonna absolutely
Scout ship
suck at this for
setting
a while, aren't we? Where's the tavern again? I think it's the one with the moon.
Shepherd! Savior of mankind who guides us through the darkness. What an appropriate title for Lord
This
Artorias.
ironically does make me want to play Zestiria again.
As long as we have Shepherd Artorias, we'll make it through this era of disaster.
Shepherd Artorias?
How pompous can you get?
Artorias has already seized control of all religious and secular power in Midgand. But now that he's taken on this new title, he's no longer just an authority figure. He's become the very hope of the masses.
A dangerous opponent indeed.
After seeing that, will you still fight him?
Of course I will. He could be a god for all I care. I'll have my vengeance.
Ooh.
No matter what.
Put her right up there with fucking lightning, dude. Alright. I'll kill God if I have to. I like that. No, let me save just in case. Well, for all I know, I could be thrown into a bar fight because, you know, Aizen sizes up the wrong dude. This is awesome. It really does make me want to play Zestiria again. Just on like easy. I would just play it just to like coast through it because I really just don't think it's overall that amazing. Just for fun, shits and giggles. Where's this? What?
It's a history
here
book
we go.
Titled The Rise and Fall of Midgand. About 800 years ago, our continent was conquered by a military force from another continent. Few records exist of the following 500 years. A period known as the Era of Darkness, or the Dark Period. Then 300 years ago, a great hero named Claudin Asgard reunited the kingdom, bringing an end to the Dark Period.
Claudin, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
All right, that's enough for today.
Thanks
oh,
for
look at
teaching
this.
me,
Happier
Arthur.
times.
Your techniques are so amazing. Where did you learn them?
They came from my own master, a man named Claudin. He developed them himself.
So wait, how old is this guy?
They're so graceful. I wish I could move like that.
I've taught you the forms, but for some reason your execution deviates from the ideal.
Well, my body just kind of moves on its own.
You're a handful, Velvet. But I will say you do resemble Claudin some. He was a strange person himself. He always wore this peculiar cape, for instance.
Cape, you say?
Deep down, Claudin was strong like fire, vivacious like water, steadfast.
He was the Avatar.
Free like wind. I can't help but admire him to this day.
Wow, I'd love to meet him.
Sadly, that's impossible.
Is he dead?
Yes, he is. He died to protect me. That's why
No way. The events recounted in this book happened 300 years ago. It can't be the same Claudin.
Oh, you best believe it.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Don't mind me.
King Claudin was quite strong, wasn't he?
He was more than just that. He's the most well-loved and trusted king in our history. Or so the book claims.
To this day, all of Midgand's rulers claim to be direct descendants of King Claudin Asgard. Knowing that, there might be meaning behind them bestowing Artorias with the grandiose title of Shepherd. I could see it as an attempt to recreate the same glory enjoyed by the Hero King who ended the Dark Period.
If that's true, it's a childish ploy. The world's not so easily changed.
I wouldn't be so sure. What matters is that the title inspires hope in the people, who in turn give him their support. Then, as their shepherd, he can guide his flock in any direction he pleases.
If Artorias knowingly accepted that title, we can be sure he's fully committed to his cause.
Oh, he's certainly committed. I've seen just how far he's willing to go.
Okay, we gotta drive that point home every single skit, without fail. Play a Mabo Curry. Wasn't that that's a big dish in some other Tales game. Okay. Origins Blessing. Dude, what is with all the references? This is getting ridiculous now. Asgard was, I think, the city of wind, I believe, in Symphonia. This is... Yeah, what are they doing? A Symphonia HD? Like, can we chill? I don't know if I'm ready for this. Symphonia 3? Please. Please yes and please no. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm completely lost. Nah, if they made a sequel to some of these other Tales games, that would be lit. That would be so lit. I know they don't like to, but that would be completely just
Lord
off the chain.
Artorias' speech was so wonderful. I teared up halfway through.
I was so worried when the demons appeared. I'm so glad I put my faith in the Abbey.
The Exorcists put their lives on the line to protect us. We've got to do what we can to help.
I want to marry the shepherd when I grow up.
Now that's popularity.
Ignorance is bliss.
Alright. I don't think they're gonna let me up here. Even if they do, what is it even gonna give me? Now the clergy is pleased with the privileges granted to Lord Artorias and the Abbey. The fact that your activities are not hindered by this is due to the graciousness of the High Priest Gideon. So we will remember that. Of course, Lord Artorias and the rest of us are eternally grateful for all the High Priest does for us. Oh wow, they let you in. Wow, there's even skits in here.
Come, sinner, and repent your wicked deeds.
Repent? Are you talking to me?
Yes. When I look at your vestments around your chest, your hips, I can tell your sins are many and deep.
Say that again. Exactly what were you staring at?
Well, mankind is rife with sin, and I am no different.
It's the perv priest.
You must acknowledge your misdeeds and confess them to the great Empyreans. By confronting your sinful urges, you will be empowered to resist them.
I think it's your sinful
You're
urges,
saying
my
I
friend.
just need to confess all the bad things I've done.
Yes, confess your darkest sins, my child, assured that none is beyond the forgiveness of the Empyreans.
Empyreans, hear my confession. When I was in prison, I instigated a riot and used it to break myself out.
Why are you admitting
Then I
this?
set fire to some warehouses in town and stole a ship to make my getaway. Then I teamed up with some pirates to destroy a military fortress. I killed anyone who got in my way.
What?
What do you think, Father? Will the Empyreans forgive me?
I think you should turn yourself into the Abbey and let them help.
This is what we call being
That's
subtle
convenient.
and keeping a low
I'm already
profile.
planning on going to the Abbey. You see, I'm going to kill their boss, Artorias.
I need an exorcist over here! Quick! Somebody! Anybody!
That's about how I figured it'd go.
Oh, and he just leaves her be. Wow. Nice silly scene.
That is one impressive cathedral. It fits.
Yeah, doesn't this... I think this is the same place in Zestiria. I remember the left and right doors.
As I heard, it wasn't built using Moloch arts, but the latest architectural engineering techniques. Look at those arches, the mathematical logic, the structural ornamentation. This is an architectural marvel.
So, is that Empyrean in there?
I highly doubt it. Empyrean worship has become mostly symbolic over the years. This cathedral wasn't built as a place of worship. It's commemorative, to celebrate the continent's unification.
In other words, a show of power.
That explains why they spared no expense.
It's too early to be impressed. This is just the entrance, and it's unfinished. They're constructing a colossal temple inside here.
Yeah.
They say it'll take
I think it is.
complete.
Centuries? That's insane. How could they think that's a good idea?
Your guess
Yeah,
is
and it was
as
one of the
good as
more
mine.
annoying dungeons, too.
I suppose that sometimes humans just have a need to push their limits.
Yeah, seriously.
The Reaper and a demon are shaking their heads at this overwrought monstrosity. Intrinsic worth, 0.
I wonder what it'll look like when it's finished.
Don't worry, none of you are going to be around to see it. And trust me, you're better off for it. Yeah, I think this is it. I mean, I think it looks a little worse in the future. But I think if you go back there, that's all the shit underground and stuff. So what I don't even remember where that was. I don't remember what part of the game it was. I just remember you fight in there, and it's really annoying. And the boss, I think, throws a lot of ailments on you. I don't... See, like I said, I wish this game had come out a little closer to Zestiria. But mostly it's on me, to be fair. I should have replayed Zestiria before this, knowing that there was a connection. That would have been really sick. Alright, what's this purple? Ooh, look at this purple building. That would be really awesome to see. Oop, here we go.
What'll it be?
Some food for the boy.
Mabo curry is our specialty. It takes a week to stew properly.
Mabo curry.
Some of that, then.
A full
Say,
week.
Do you know a man named Baskerville? I heard we might find him here.
That old man? Scoundrel and criminal who went against the rules of the Abbey. They executed him long ago.
Oh.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess my revenge stops here.
Velvet, this Mabo curry is amazing.
You get along so well. Is he your brother?
No.
No, he wouldn't be, would he? After all, your brother was murdered before your eyes.
How do you know that?
The shadows watch those who flinch from the light.
So the guild is still active, even after Baskerville's arrest?
He did not, man.
Just like how Ifreed's crew continues their piracy, even without their captain.
So you're the contact?
What may I help you with?
I want to know what
Damn, got
Artorias is
super
planning.
serious.
Information such as that, it won't come cheap. I have here a list of jobs, not one remotely legal. Take care of all of them, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
Alright. Destroy goods, I guess. Sure, goods in red crates stored at a warehouse in Port Zexon.
Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
Yeah, they know everything.
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Oh.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes.
Alright. They don't seem like horrible people. I mean, they let us stay for
You're
free.
missing Captain Ifreed. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. Few can accomplish that. It takes strength, real strength, and I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Ifrit's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Ifrit's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
Is that the end of it? That is one of the coolest scenes I've seen in a Tales game.
Artorias, He's got the
That was
populace
pretty
eating
dope.
from the palm of his hand. I wonder... just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
Yeah, I really wonder what's going to happen, because at the start of this game, nobody can see Malix. Then later on, they can. And then in Zestiria, they can't again. So I wonder, if they say that there was an opening in this game, I wonder if they're basically going to have, for lack of a better term, and I hate to say this phrase,
Destroying
a closing.
red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
And that's why demons are going to run rampant over the land.
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
Alright. Oh look, there's something else here. On the way out.
A kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her
Our
predecessor,
best friend,
Baskerville,
basically.
was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
That drinking scene had so much attention to detail, it was crazy. I absolutely love that scene. I don't know why
was
either.
simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way.
Yeah, pretty
but
much.
he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen
Just
to
all the
Prince
slander.
Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him, then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
I wonder if that's Rokuro's target. Oh, I'll save again. I don't know why. I don't know why that scene just strikes me as being so awesome. It just really is. You don't really see that kind of attention to detail too often in a lot of games. I really mean it. Like, they have stepped this shit up so much since I've started playing. It's just, my head is spinning. It's ridiculous.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? but the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and to shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive.
No, I'm convinced.
He is
Fuck
our
it.
shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgand would be a smoking ruin.
I thought about it for like 3 seconds and I give up. Yeah, in a little bit I'll get something to eat. It's intense, man. What?
Greetings, Magilou's menagerie. You've come to exactly the right place.
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons the Abbey wants gone? Yeah.
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us? We'll reward you properly.
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially where Code Red demons are concerned.
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses they'd incur in battling it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes they have a connection to the person the demon used to be. Wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people willing to pay good money to have it killed.
And let me guess, that's where the Bloodwings come in.
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout Midgand who have information on these Code Red demons. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
All right, I understand. But I won't make any promises.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive anyway. If you get results, let us know. We'll hold up our end. That being said, I feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little, so here, take this.
Those Bloodwings are definitely a rough crowd.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward when you're dealing with demons.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt those Code Red demons. The only thing better than fighting formidable foes is getting paid for it.
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey shiver. We'd be wise not to underestimate.
Yeah, it sounds like endgame stuff to me.
We should talk to those Bloodwings before considering any of the marks. They might have information that will help us prepare.
Yeah, and we better remember to upgrade our equipment.
Right.
Thank you, game. In-off battles. What? Oh, I scroll down. Use an in-off bottle by pressing L2 when you are in a town or field. Teleport you directly to specified locations. You can get them from shops or treasure chests. Oh wow, so there's a shit ton of fast travel in this game.
Mabo curry.
Huh?
You're an interesting one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. Just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Aizen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much,
Nothing much.
Just drinks.
Don't
I like
you
alcohol.
Anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
That's where you boil strips of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar, right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
I never
There's
liked
nothing
sweet
to
potatoes.
be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive, remember?
Right.
Alright, so back the same way I came, basically. I have two. I mean, see, the thing is I'll use them now and then I won't have them later, so I'd rather just run there normally. Alfred likes using his mystic art. Crush. Oh, no, not this time. Wow. Could have fooled me. Beautiful.
Did you think you could escape me?
Yeah, might as well use it when I can. Alright, well, we can just speed this up.
Have you heard? The Abbey is building a new base. I hear it's a huge temple in the middle of some mountains near a site of ancient ruins. If they've got time to build a temple, they should use it to kill more demons instead.
You sure you want to talk like that?
Maybe they're not all that good.
I'm different from all those losers who swoon over the shepherd's pretty words and ignore reality. No one's found a way to cure demon blight yet, and demons are still swarming everywhere.
And the best part is it gets worse.
Maybe things are not as bad as they could have been, but we still have no idea what's going to happen next. Think about it. Demons could be infiltrating the city as we speak, and we'd be none the wiser.
Yep, you're completely right.
Oh, I thought that was something related. Alright, just the expedition.
Take a look at this.
Win, win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Fine haul. I knew this would be big.
Good shit.
What a treasure!
Rengetsu basic training. Alright. Strength of the crew. Let's do this one Rengetsu style.
A pendant.
And that's
Nothing
it.
of any worth to me.
Said to occasionally emit a sound like the howling of a beast.
Scout ship setting sail.
Alright, same place. So now where is the stuff?
The
warehouse. Oh yeah, this
Let's move
place.
in.
Benwick and the crew did a fine job.
Red
Only
crates.
these.
These must be our targets. The seal of Midgand Cathedral?
Should we look inside?
There's no need. Burn them, Laphicet.
Okay.
We're done here. Let's go.
Is the whole building
That
gonna
storm
go up?
caused too much time.
Oh no.
I must report to Lord Artorias as soon as possible.
The other girl was there. Why didn't she though? What was her name? Teresa.
It's you!
Oh, hey.
Fuck.
The crybaby.
Time to be a hero.
Eleanor Hume, Exorcist Prison.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling the second she showed up.
You want to fight, don't you?
Oh wow, this is actually good on her. So actually spamming Searing Edge would work. She was really quick with the way she hits. There you go. Just wait for them to stop hitting and block. Usually you can't play Tales games like this too well. Gee, I wonder. I was hoping I would at least stun her, but we're basically done. I see bosses still do the same thing. Oh wow. I see bosses still do the same thing where they get massive power towards the end of their life bar. I mean, it's whatever. It's not that terrible. I actually got back a soul from dying, which is probably exploitable to some degree, I'd like to think.
Willing to fight without your Malachim?
No! You set the storehouse ablaze? The people have worked so hard to withstand this time of crisis. How can you destroy what they have so painstakingly built?
Because I'm not human.
You'll pay for this, you demon!
More Malachim up her sleeves.
I I will protect you, Madam Eleanor. Come and face me now, demon.
Did his hands just clip through his hat?
He's adorable.
Oh, what do they call these things in the other game? I don't even remember.
I found you at last.
That voice.
Bienfu, you traitor! You'll never leave my clutches again!
Mother!
He withdrew.
What are you doing? Get out!
Yeah, see, look, it's even the same animation for summoning.
Is that smoke?
It is! Fire!
The fire has spread enough. Let's get going.
You're coming with us.
Let me go! Witch nippers!
Madam Exorcist! What happened? Oh, you're badly hurt.
I can wait. Gather the people and
I think she even has the same animation as Alicia.
Yes, madam. Tell me, do you know what was being kept in that warehouse?
Mostly nectar, I believe. Vast stores of the medicine, provided by High Priest Gideon, to be distributed to doctors across the land.
Medicine.
What are you
given by the
waiting for,
church.
then?
Why would anybody destroy it?
Don't you want to save it? I mean, you can be mad later. Apparently, no. Form 3 Water Hammer, Intermediate Ignisite. I accidentally skipped it because I double tapped. Suffering from status ailments prevents the restoration of HP. Yeah, I know. That's for around 30 seconds. Cannot restore. Yeah, it's like every other game. Enemies resistant to non-element attacks cannot be paralyzed. But enemies suffering from reduced attack. Nah, that's some shit I'll never remember.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Misfortune and anguish! I had that little turncoat right in front of me!
Well, at least now I know where to find him.
That weird little Moloch was the one you were looking for?
The very same. The Moloch Bienfu! A creature of unfathomable wickedness and beguiling cuteness who broke the heart of this wretched maiden! Once I finally catch him, who knows what I'll be capable of?
Not sure I get it.
Me neither.
Nope.
Good. Pray that you never do. Let's go back and report our success.
Well. Basically, it lets you skip traveling around the field for the most part.
What's the deal with you and that exorcist, Eleanor?
She had tears in her eyes when we first saw her at Northgand. Velvet poked fun at her, calling her the crybaby exorcist.
Why would an exorcist cry?
Sacrificing the individual for the good of the many is part of Artorias' philosophy. She seemed troubled by that. She's naive.
That she can still carry on shows just how strong she is. It looks like they don't hand out the rank of Praetor to just anyone. Just stay sharp around her. That's all.
By the way, is that Bienfu character that Magulu was after really a Moloch?
He may look strange, but yes, he's still a Moloch.
That means Magulu is an exorcist. Why does she call herself a witch then?
If she got locked up in that prison, she must have been kicked out of the Abbey.
Or she could be a fraud.
Yeah. Even if she wasn't an exorcist, she could still perform some tricks with a Moloch like that.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor. Face me now, demon.
Right?
Wow.
Was that
all right.
Laughter?
I'm sorry.
Why apologize? Bienfu is funny, right?
Right.
Then if you want to laugh, laugh.
If you think that's
I
funny,
like how
you
he's
should give it
jumping
a
up
try
and
for
down,
yourself.
too.
Say,
Hi, I'm Luffy said.
Alright.
This guy's voice actor is really talented.
Knock it off.
Huh?
what's the problem?
God damn, alright.
People are staring. Don't attract attention.
I'm sorry.
She's so uptight. Let's try it together later, Luffy said.
Alright.
Can you use it to teleport around? Oh no. Okay. I wonder if it's only
we've learned one
connected
thing
areas
from
or
the
any
capital.
area.
The Abbey and Shepherd Artorias have expanded their power immensely.
They might as well be the Empire now. They have the undying support of the populace.
The Shepherd, savior of humanity.
I wonder what he meant
To
by
summarize
the
Zestiria in one line.
That's what they call the gods they worship in church, right? The Empyreans? He promised a lot in that speech. But can he really command such a power?
I have no idea. Not even we Malakim know of them beyond the stories and legends. He called Inominat the 5th Empyrean. There should only be 4, one ruling each element.
Is he talking about a new Empyrean?
Have you heard anything Laffy said?
Sorry. I don't know anything about this.
It doesn't matter. We should be careful about taking his words at face value. The man is no saint. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his aims. But there's no way he could have a god at his beck and call.
Don't underestimate the Abbey.
Trust me.
Oh, you hope.
I'm not. That's why I'm using the Shadow Guild to help us hunt them down. And to make sure that I kill him.
Do you think we're gonna fight that dude at the end of the game for the final boss and he's not gonna have something ridiculous? Or I don't know, man. You never played a JRPG before, have you? If a JRPG does not end with one of the final fights being you killing a god or a gigantic robot, you're playing the wrong game. Something's weird about the game you're playing.
Trouble at the docks, was there? Well, so long as the job was done.
Alright, search for a missing man. Find a scholar named Mendy.
Good luck. I look forward to hearing your report.
A scholar missing on the road to Gallus Lake.
Strange request.
If they know where he vanished, why don't they just look for him there?
Exactly. And what's so illegal about a missing persons case that you gotta go to the underworld?
I can think of a few possibilities, but our job isn't to ask questions.
Yeah, let's just get it done. Alright, for this one, I'm probably just gonna have to run out like normal. Let me save. Just in case. I do kind of miss the speed up function that 12 has. It's so good to be able to speed up the game. I don't want to say like every JRPG should have it, but I mean it does really it's noticeable to be able to speed up stuff 4 times, or what is it, 2 and 4 times? Alright, well I gotta find this guy somehow, so...
Hey, that noisy
there's one of the
demon looks
demons.
pretty strong. Think it might be one of those Code Red demons?
Doesn't matter to me. I'd rather not waste my time fighting it if I don't need to.
I don't see it as a waste of time. Look, the Abbey only has a handful of exorcists strong enough to take something like this down, right?
Probably. I'd say praetors like Lady Teresa and the legates could probably take it on.
And those guys are all your enemies, right?
I see where you're going with this. The Abbey is strong, both in its individual members and as an organization.
And if we're to close the gap between us and them, we need to fight strong opponents like this demon.
That's what I would do. But you're free to make your own decision.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
we're gonna
concede
get
the point.
fucked up.
But we should determine just how strong it is first. I don't want us to bite off more than we can chew.
That goes without saying. I'd rather not get myself killed due to inadequate preparation.
You don't have to worry that much. If you want to go fight, I'll help keep you safe myself. I promise.
I don't recall asking for your protection.
You don't need to.
Alright, so basically it's down there. Saffron. Looks like you can get in the water. Or at least you can go down it. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, and that's how you get up to the northeastern area.